Hey everybody, we're going to talk about Firefox today. I did a video on Firefox a while back telling you about it, and Firefox right now is deleting the promise to never sell personal data, and they ask users not to panic. The previous video I did was talking about ad blocking and the fact that Firefox is continuing to support the ad blocking where Chrome and a lot of other web browsers are not. I'm going to do a video in the future, so if you want to see that video on another web browser that you can use besides Firefox, then you can also stay tuned to this channel and I will do a full video on that web browser as well. But this is specifically about this news. Firefox deletes its promise to never sell personal data and asks users not to panic. So Firefox didn't do themselves any favors with this, but we're not sure exactly what Firefox may or may not do in the future selling your personal data within the browser. That being said, Firefox is still one of the better options out there for you to use. I use a combination of multiple browsers, and I recommend everybody do that. I recommend you use a little bit of Google Chrome, a little bit of something like Firefox, and a little bit of maybe something like Edge browser. They all have their strengths when it comes to things. I generally set a default search engine for each one of those. Like when I use Edge browser, I'm using the Bing search. When I'm using Google, when I'm using Chrome, I'm using Google search. When I'm using Firefox, I use DuckDuckGo. So I kind of gear them all around the search engine, which that way I know, okay, I'll just go to this browser for this search engine and then I'm good to go because they all have their strengths. The different search engines will bring up different information that actually might be useful to you. But let's go ahead and talk about this. Firefox maker Mozilla deleted the promise to never sell its users' personal data and is trying to assure worried users that its approach to privacy, sorry about that, guys, hasn't fundamentally changed. Until recently, a Firefox FAQ promised that the browser maker never has and never will sell its users' personal data, and that was from an archived version on January 30th. But does Firefox sell your personal data? And this says, nope, never have, never will, and we protect you from many of the advertisers who do. Firefox products are designed to protect your privacy. That's a promise. Well, that promise is removed from the current version. There's also a notable change in the data privacy FAQ that used to say Mozilla doesn't sell data about you and we don't buy data about you. The data privacy FAQ now explains that Mozilla is no longer making a blanket promise about not selling data because some legal jurisdictions define sell in a very broad way. So part of the reason they had to do this was because of some legal issues, specifically with some California laws, etc., that's happening. So everybody should know that the wording and maybe the way they did it wasn't the best in the world, but they kind of are trying to save their own butt in a sense so they don't get sued. Mozilla has since announced a change to the license language to address user complaints. Now it says, you give Mozilla the rights necessary to operate Firefox. This includes processing your data as we describe in the Firefox privacy notice. It also includes a non-exclusive royalty-free worldwide license for the purpose of doing as you request with the content you input in Firefox. This does not give Mozilla any ownership in that content. So you guys can read over more of this. Basically, at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are making too big of a deal of this particular thing. We have similar things put in place for a lot of software out there, and it's something that's just the way of the world right now. I think you all should be happy that we do have software options, and someone is giving us the ability to block ads, continue to block ads properly with extra ad blockers, where Chrome is kind of taken away that. Google is fighting tooth and nail against people running ad blockers. They want the ads out there because that's one of the ways they make their revenue, one of the main ways. So I'll let you all know more information if anything arises from this. But because of this, there is another web browser out there that I'm going to do a video on that particular browser just alone, and not really going to speak on this particular thing in that video. I'm going to go ahead and do a full tutorial how to download and get it and go over what it looks like and how to use it. It's really good. You guys will enjoy that. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see that video. I'll see you guys later in the next video, and you guys have a great day. Bye.